bobber down, baby. We got bobber down. I think this one.
Called it. Called it. That should be.
First hookup on bobber egg ever. I'm out here teaching Jordan how to fish.
Yeah, you are.
You know, he missed a few early, but I think we're gonna get it figured out today.
Yeah. Jordan, just watch what Tommy does.
Yeah, be all right.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Oh, you first.
Thanks, buddy.
Hookup's the first part. Now we got to get this thing landed.
Yeah, you're gonna show us how to do that, right? Without a net.
You're going to show me how to do that.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
I may give you a little direction here. You're used to bringing them overboard, right? You're over the rail.
Well, I don't see any gaffs around, so I think the fish is safe.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Yeah? What do you think?
Oh, yeah, baby.
This is literally the first time you have fought a salmon
Ever.
in river current, right?
Right.
So it's a little different than chasing them around in a boat, for sure.
That's right.
Now that fish is going to run way down river. We're going to take that rod tip and put it down in the water. We're going to take it back up this way.
Right.
And you're going to turn his head.
Right. You got to get optimum angle on his head.
You'll actually turn that fish around and it'll come right back up. So you want to just put steady pressure on that rod and just take it way up past your right shoulder and reel down to the fish. And you'll see that fish start coming back up river. There you go.
He's a good fish now.
Yeah. Boys.
Yeah.
See how he's coming up?
That he is. Yeah, when you get the rod angle too high, you don't have the proper angle on the fish, right? So it's basically on top of his head.
They just want to go opposite.
From the side.
Yeah, they want to go opposite. They want to go down. They'll, you know, obviously go as deep as they can when you're up on top of them like this. Now you can raise your rod up and we can gauge. So there's our top shot. Fish is out there about 25 feet or so. I'm going to back up now.
So what do you think about drag setting? You think you got about the right bend in this rod right now? Think a little light?
You tighten it up just a bit, right? The fish are strong.
Yeah.
The fish are brave.
Fishing 20-pound leader?
25 pound
25.
top shot. 25 pound leader because of their teeth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And even in the ocean, you know, we want to gear up big enough to resist abrasion.
Sure.
As they enter the river, their teeth get bigger.
Right.
Their teeth actually get bigger. They continue to grow. So.
And we're running Maxima, is that right? Okay.
Ultra green. There you go. So when that fish gets into here, you're going to keep that distance. I like to stay about 10-12 feet away from the fish. Okay. And literally I just walk either up bank or down bank, and I bring that fish to the edge somewhere away from me. We can't reel right down onto the bobber and think we're going to yard that fish right into the shore, right? So let's reel and walk this way. And then we'll reel down here and not push that grass. There you go. Keep reeling a little bit. There you go.
Beautiful. Oh yeah. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, buddy. So there you go.
Appreciate it.
That is a wild Chinook here, and we gotta let them go. So
yeah, absolutely.
But there you go, your first river Chinook.
Awesome.
How'd you like it?
Thank you. That was freaking awesome.
Okay, so now notice we never really took her out of the water.
Yep.
We're in the shallows here. Her gill plates are still flapping. I like to get them up on their belly. Get out of the grass here in the clear water. What I want to do, Tommy, is I want to see those gills moving.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure she's revived. She's got
see,
oxygen.
She's pulling out of my hand, right?
Yep.
So once she wants to
go.
pull, we just let her go.
There she goes.
And she's swimming off nice and strong, not bleeding. You had her in the corner of the mouth.
Beautiful.
Nicely done.
Awesome work.
Tommy Donlin. How was that?
That was excellent, man.
Perfect.
Let's do that again.
All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Dwayne England, Tommy Donlin. Fish on Northwest. We're out here on the water, buddy.
First time ever.
First time on a river.
Never done this.
Right?
Yeah.
And we waited till we got a little daylight here to get our intro going, but gosh, it started right out of the gate. I mean,
it did. They were rolling.
Bobbers down right at daylight, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You were first cast, right?
Second or third cast, first bait.
I'm trying to give you a compliment.
Yeah, I know, but the bait's definitely working. We got a great day lined out here for us. We opted because it is Saturday. It's the beginning of October. The river is in prime condition. Water on the drop. Clarity's coming back. We got about probably 4 feet of visibility after that rain. We talked about the other night on the show, right? We're trying to decide when is it going to be conducive to get out on the water. Well, you don't wait too long. Water dropping is a great time to go.
And it's clear.
It's looking
good. The visibility looks great. What would you call this right now?
I say it's about 4 feet of viz.
Okay.
Which, you know, with the little stain to it is great. A little cloud cover this morning. We're gonna get sun today, which is fine. These fish will move all day. Water level's perfect. Clarity is just enough that, you know, presentation works, and the fish feel comfortable enough to keep moving all day based on volume of water, and it's not gin clear, right? So a lot of fish moving through here this morning. Bobbers are draining. We're gonna be twitching jigs, throwing spinners. We're going to fish bait. We're gonna do all the stuff we can actually do out here and enjoy the day. Again, spend a day bank fishing. Yeah. It's a Saturday. If this was Wednesday, I'd be like, Tommy, we're taking the drift boat and we're gonna we're gonna have a great day. But we're gonna have a lot of traffic coming down this river today. I just know it's gonna happen. It's Saturday, it's the 1st of October, it's the way it goes. Right. We're here to drain bobbers and land fish. So stick with us. We're gonna do this all day long. Here we go. They can be one after another. This is a nice coho. They do like eggs. Twitching jigs and whatnot, spinners, that's all great. When the coho are on the egg bite, it's hard to beat. Really hard to beat. You can get into a ton of them when they're on the move. This is another nice bite. Like it, Coho.
Got some bumps on it.
Yep. With the through the nostrilla. Yeah. We can only keep one hatchery fish, so gotta wait till later in the day. But yeah, quality fishing here. Gosh, coho love eggs. Remember that. Nice coho. Ooh, that's a nice coho.
Yeah, that is a fatty.
That a hatchery? That would be amazing.
One clip.
Gosh. These coho are beautiful.
Like a little baby coho. Like something Jordan would catch, you know? I'll take my coho for a walk here. Oh, what's going on there?
I looked and my bobber was gone.
And you're like, hey, maybe I should hit that. Yeah.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Making it so I don't break the rod.
It's a wild fish.
Hey, don't kick my fish.
Don't break my rod.
That's why it was pointed straight at the fish there, buddy. You understand how that works? Why don't you bring some reel rods to the game?
Yeah, okay.
All right. There he goes. Boom.
Lots of coho in here, Tommy. Lots of coho.
I seem to be on a coho streak.
Yep.
There it is.
Up, up, up.
There it is.
Just have to come back and get it. This is a bright little fish. We get it through the grass. Oh, nice one. There we go. Oh, come on. Look at those marks. That's crazy. Wild coho go back. All them net marks. All right, guys, gonna take a little minute here and just talk about rigging and how we're basically presenting our eggs under a float today. So vertical presentation, you guys have heard me talk about this a number of times, shown the rigging in the bait lab, but for quick review, double hook, we got a 3/0 and a 1/0 stinger. I got my midpoint sliding weight here. I put it up against the bobber stop. Now remember, any weight above the hook has to be, based on rules, about 12 inches above your hooks, okay? And that's easy to do. And it's adjustable with that bobber knot, okay? So we got that midpoint weight, got our inline sinker, got a bead to protect the knot, got my slip float, and my indicator at top so I know when the float has completely bottomed out and it's against my stopper. And we have that Bomac rubber egg stop about 6 to 8 feet up the top shot. Now, there's a couple things here, and people often ask, like, why do you wear a bait box on your belt? And why do you have scissors on the top of your bait box? So you can cure your eggs up and prepare them for fishing any way you want. You can pre-cut them if you'd like. You can have them in bait trays like Tommy's utilizing today. I oftentimes will take skeins, cure it up, I put them in the box, I'll take a piece of skein out, and I cut it to size. So this is a bit of a smaller skein, but I can double it up. Here's my egg loop. I don't put it on the hooks. Now, you know, people can do what they want, but for me, I simply put it in the egg loop, okay? And that's basically it. It holds on there just fine. We'll get multiple casts out of that. And shouldn't be any issue with the bait ever coming out of the egg loop. The skin on the skein holds it intact. Now, one thing I want to do is I'm going to over exaggerate where this bobber stop is, okay? It's set to depth of what I've been fishing, but I'm going to slide this up the line, which is going to make that bait ride a little bit too deep in the water column. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to show you how this float, once the presentation gets down through the float will be dragging, and that'll be indicated by the fact that the float is pointing down river. So we're going to throw this out here, and once that line sinks down through, you'll see that that float is pointing down river. That tells me that that bait is basically dragging on the bottom, okay? So when I see that, when I walk into a spot and I'm fishing, and looks like Tommy's hooked up again, of course. So when my float is pointing down river, I know I'm fishing my presentation too deep. So now I'm going to come in here, I'm going to take this egg sinker, or this egg bobber stop, I'm going to slide that back down a couple feet. That makes my presentation shallower, okay? And I'll do that until I find the optimal depth. I want that float going through the water column straight up and down. Now, sometimes the top of the drift, the float might be downriver a little bit until it swings into the deeper part of the hole. So now we're completely vertical. Bobber is presenting straight up and down, and the bait is suspended off the bottom so it's not dragging, okay? And that's exactly what we want. So again, if your float is pointing downriver, bring it in, slide your bobber stop down the line, which makes the distance between your bobber and your bait presentation shorter. If it is completely vertical and you're not getting bit, perhaps the hole is deeper than you think it is, slide it up the line, which would increase the distance or the depth of your presentation, and you continue to do that till it hits the bottom, then you bring it back up about a foot and you're good to go. That's how you find depth, and that's how you know you're fishing in the proper zone.
Fish.
Yeah.